Hey guys, Fawkes1989 back again with a new episode, I should say. As you can see, this is a Commodore 64. It's an emulator I'm running on my PC. And I'm going to be showing you guys a game that I've been trying to get working for quite a long time, but I've been having difficulty, and I finally found out how to get it working. And it's an old platformer game called Wizard. Well, technically, this is the version of Ultimate Wizard, the kind of final version. And a lot of you newer kids might not like this kind of gameplay, but this is what, this was defining in my day. It was awesome. So I'm really hoping that you guys will kind of like this kind of peek at, one of the best moments in my life when I used to play games like this. I do want to let you guys know, warning, a lot of old games like this have a lot of flashing lights and colors. So if you suffer from epilepsy or have ever had an epileptic seizure, I would very much ask for caution when watching this video. I wouldn't want anybody to have any accidents. Hopefully the keypad's going to work with this, because I've been having some issues with controls for this game. So this game was released in, I think it's 85. And so basically, you are this little purple wizard dude. And, well, there's not really much of a story. It's just get through the levels. You didn't need a story to have fun back in the day. Okay, everything seems to be working good. Now, one thing you have to be careful with this game is if you jump and fall further than where you started, you will die. So if I climbed up to the top of the rope and then jumped to the side where that spiky thing is, I would die. In my opinion, that just adds extra challenge to it. Now, gems don't always do something to the level like they do here. I do believe that is unique to specific levels. But the whole point is to gather this key, which I just got here, and then make it to the lock. If you notice, it also says spells 0 and then underneath that none, right around here. Each level, you could potentially get a spell. You are a wizard after all. This level does not have a spell, but some of them do. Like the next one will. It'll have the invisibility spell. You can't use your spells until you got the key. After that, you get a specific amount of charges. Get on the ladder. You get a specific amount of charges for your spell. So as soon as I grab the key, notice I got one charge now of invisibility. So I hold it down in space and I can use it. Now it won't last forever, so now I gotta get over to the lock. And voila! This level scared the crap out of me when I first saw it. So these little skulls here, I always called them poison. If you touch one, you die. End of story. Key. I think it's to say that lava and fire are both death if you touch them. Now, if you remember what I said about jumping from higher ground to lower ground, I can't actually jump towards the lock here, because I would actually die before I reached it. Oops. See, that's what happens when you touch the skull. It's actually really hard, but it is possible to jump from this rope to this rope. But it's not exactly the easiest thing to do. I'm running out of bonus. In these games, speed and accuracy were key. So in order to get the best score, you had to do it fast. So I only got a bonus of 250. Whereas this one here, I'm just going to kind of race through the level. Oops. I stepped off the ladder and died. Run. Now, if you notice, those stairways can level out, like they'll stop being stairways, and in which case anything on them will slide down. Like that. Right, I forgot about that. So if you notice, I still got plenty of bonus meter left, so I'm going to go ahead and just exit the level. And this time I get a bonus of 800, considerably higher. Okay, this level is hard, because if you mess up, it's not possible. Because what happens is, if you die, the areas that are already sloped, allowing the fireballs to move, stay sloped. So then all the fireballs will just come in a row, and it's impossible to jump over them. As long as you do it right, it's not that hard. And no, it's not lagging. This one here, they slow down purposely to make it easier to time your jumps. No, I jumped. Now, if you look where this says spells 2 and there's an arrow, that arrow is which direction you're casting your spell in. So, I do believe that if I stand back here and let all of the fireballs line up, I should be able to use my enchantment spell, which I think destroys them or makes them harmless. Boom. Well, I'm not going to get any good bonus. Actually, I don't even think I'm going to get any bonus. It's probably going to disappear. Yep, there it goes. But yeah, I remember this game being really, really hard. I used to be able to get pretty far in it, but it's been a long time. I mean, I'm talking about like decades. Like literally decades since I last played it. When I was a kid, we had a bunch of Commodore 64s. My dad would be able to get them cheap from like pawn shops and stuff. And I'm not sure where he got them, but we just had like hundreds of bootleg discs, and each disc had like 20 or 30 games on it. So yeah, I just had like almost every game in the Commodore library. So that was like my primary gaming experience when I was a kid. That and the TurboGrafx 16, which I already did, some videos on. There we go. But this one here, it always stuck out with me. So the purple cat is the wizard's pet. So if it reaches that mouse, it'll kill it. You have to be careful because it will respawn. Damn it. His tail got me. Man. So I'm already on my last life, hooray. Darn it. I'm not sure if changing the color of the platforms does anything or not, but... Oh, I just realized I had magic missile charges. Now, up where the key is there, I do believe that that ground will disappear if I walk over it. And if you notice, there's a claw coming out of that fire. It's just nearly invisible. It's black. No, it doesn't. Okay. But I do want to jump. Oh, that's actually a legitimate rope. Or, no, it's a ladder rung. That's what it is. No! I jumped too high and missed the rope. Mind you, this is a really old game, back from when games pretty much were first being invented, so there's definitely some interesting bugs with them. So this here's a level select. You can choose from different difficulties. So, like, beginner would be like the first 25 levels, intermediate would be the next 25, advanced the next 25, thus and thus forth. You can also make your own levels, but I don't have a customized disc because this is a ROM. And mystery is just literally random level. So this one here is level 18. Oh god. How are you supposed to get back down there? Oh, come on, I jumped. See what I mean by these levels can get hard? This is only level 18. Has the level become literally impossible? Wait, what happens if I do this? Okay, well, it doesn't repair the ladder. There's no way to complete this level now. There's no way for me to go down that ladder. Well, that was fun. So let's show some higher levels. Ooh, I remember this one. I do believe this will just kind of randomly spawn in more things. No bug! Ooh, that was close. Okay, so this one's level 31. No. Damn it. No! I got the key now, I can go right for the exit. Yeah, I think I remember this one. I don't see a key or a lock. Okay, don't know what that did. Just extra points, I guess. So I'm guessing as I go through, one of these gems is going to make the key appear probably somewhere in here. And then when I get one of these gems, it's going to let this roll. And I'm going to have to be chased all the way down to here, where I'm guessing the lock's going to be. You know, Indiana who? Oh, there's my lock. This is a little inconveniencing. I don't even know how it's possible to get a bonus on this one. Oh, fun little fact. You can pause the game by pushing escape, but it hides the level for you. That way you can't just stare at it and try to work out the best way without losing your bonus. Nope. Okay, so that last chalice at the top should make my key appear. Okay, so where's the key? Oh, now the key's at the top again. I don't think I can jump that thing. Yeah, so sorry if the gameplay here is a little boring, guys. I'm a little rusty. It's been a long time since I recorded. And like I said, this game is not up to par for a lot of, you new kids. And oh crap, my rope is gone. Yeah! Okay, last life, all I gotta do is beat the rock to the end. Darn it. Nope, I didn't think I was going to make that jump. Well, there you go, guys. That was Wizard. That was one of my childhood gems when I was a kid. I loved this game. It was one of my favorite Commodore 64 games. I never actually beat every level, because it actually is quite hard. And I know it's not going to be up to snuff for what you guys like these days, but that's what I liked when I was a kid. Back in the early 90s. Ooh. A few notes. I do plan to do a few videos. I've actually been trying to do an Undertale video, or a series, for about 2 months now, but I've actually had trouble with my recording. Here, let me just hard reset this real quick. I've had issues with my recording due to the fact that my editor at first stopped working. And then after that, when I finally got it working again, my encoder was missing. So I had to actually re-download everything and reinstall everything, and then I couldn't get the controls for the games to work. But that should all be good. I should be good to go. And now also, I had quit one of my jobs. I was working at Sears, which is the one I was doing for mornings. And now the only job I'm working is from 3:45 p.m. to 12:15 p.m., meaning that I have all morning to do whatever I want. Which means I should, theoretically, assuming I'm not, super lazy and just forget to do it, I should theoretically be able to start putting out one video a day, every day. On the other hand, if you think that might be a little too much, considering how lazy I have a tendency to get, I could also do one video, say, every 3 days, say Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I really want you guys' input on that. Let me know. As for the future of current things I have going on, I'm not sure if I ever had a chance to tell you about this, but the reason I stopped doing Majora's Mask is because I had lost the recording where I hadn't beat the Great Bay Temple, but I beat all the puzzles in the Great Bay Temple from walking in the door until just before I go to face Georg. However, that video is all corrupted, and I can no longer find it or use it. So, technically, I can't beat the Great Bay Temple again unless I reset the entire game and do it all again. So here's the question. Do you want me to just, in my own time, play through the game again, get to where I was, and then pick up from there? Or do you want me to simply just pick up where I was and maybe explain a couple of the puzzles I passed through? Because I think I'll do a couple of the smaller puzzles again. Before I can actually get back to Georg. Because I did go back in time, so technically I do believe the temple resets itself whenever you play the Song of Time. Final Fantasy VII, I am trying to work on that. I haven't really had the drive to play it lately, so I will get back to that, and I'm hoping to have it completed by the time the Final Fantasy remake comes out. Unfortunately, no idea when that's going to be, but I said the same thing about Majora's Mask, and clearly that didn't happen. So, what I might do is I might sit down and work out a schedule. If I'm doing 3 videos a week, I could say do Monday Majora's Mask, Tuesday Final Fantasy, and Thursday or Wednesday Undertale. Now, what I'm planning for Undertale is I'm planning to do a genocide run, and then a pacifist run, and then a true pacifist run. because pacifist can actually lead directly into true pacifist. Once you beat pacifist, you can just reload your save and do true pacifist. The only issue is this will cause a corruption of the true pacifist ending, but since I've beaten genocide ending before, that's probably already going to happen anyways. Because what happens is once you beat the genocide ending, there's a change to the pacifist ending forever. Unless you run one of those like hacks that's designed to clean your system so that way it doesn't show up, because you can't just simply uninstall and reinstall the game and have a reset. It's actually storing deep system files to avoid you from cheating like that. So it's I don't know, Toby Fawkes put a lot of thought into that game. But I know Undertale's a little overplayed at this point, but I really like the Genocide Route bosses, specifically the only two that are actually a challenge. If you guys haven't seen it yet, I'd recommend you go watch somebody else's playthrough first, because I'm not going to worry about avoiding spoilers. The game's been out for too long now. Everybody knows all of the spoilers at this point. So, too bad. And yes, I have beaten Genocide before, so I know what's coming up. And I have beat the final fight before. I know how to do it, so I'm not going to say I'm not going to screw up, but I'm not going to be sitting there for hours trying to do it, because I already practiced with it, and I'm pretty good at it so far. So sorry for kind of rambling on at the end, but those are a few things I would really like input on. So if you could leave a comment down below, let me know whether you would like to see how many videos a week. Would you like to try me to do a video every day, or say 3 times a week? Whether you want me to continue my Majora's Mask playthrough, or whether there's any other games you want me to try. One thing I would like to do, but it's hard to find a ROM that's not glitched on an emulator, is I would really like to do a playthrough of the original Command & Conquer Tiberian Dawn, as it's been, well, it was originally called Command & Conquer, sub-called Command & Conquer 95. Now it's called Tiberian Dawn, is more of the official name that Westwood adopted for it before they turned into EA. I don't use the PC version because it's glitchy, even though it does have the better live-action movies. Whereas I prefer the N64 version. It's less glitchy. It has better graphics, but it doesn't have any FMVs. It only has pictures where the FMVs should be. But that's what I'm planning to do, is I'm planning to run through the Command & Conquer 64 version. Same games, just slightly different, and it's going to have slightly better graphics too. Also, I would like your input, if I do, whether you guys would like me to fight for the good guys, the Global Defense Initiative, or the bad guys, the Brotherhood of Nod, first. Personally, I'm a Noddy for life, but still. So that's all. Also, I do want to thank my buddy Mephiles for creating an image for me that I'm going to start using as, thumbnails and stuff like that. It's not ready yet. I got to do some things with it before I start using it. I got to start using it to make thumbnails, but I'm not quite ready for that yet. So it's not happening in this video, but it will be going forth. So thanks to my bud Mephiles for providing me with this avatar that I'm going to be using. Either way, I think I've rambled enough. As always, thanks for watching and thanks for listening. This is Fawkes1989, signing off.